And this week, ILTV partnered with Besheva-Arutz Sheva to host the Jerusalem Conference in New York City. The conference was attended by former hostages, Israeli politicians, Jewish leaders, and more. Take a look at this ILTV exclusive interview.
When Hamas and Iran are supporting your protests and praising your protests, there's something fundamentally wrong. And so obviously from the standpoint of what Congress can do, I have been fighting to pass the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act and hold these universities and colleges accountable to enforce Title VI of the 1964 Civil Rights Act. But also, frankly, I've supported what President Trump is trying to do when it comes to revoking these federal dollars for these institutions that fail to enforce the law, that fail to crack down on the vile anti-Semitism.
Iran cannot possess military nuclear capability. It cannot continue its support for terror organizations around the region. It cannot support terror organizations around the world. It cannot support like war in Ukraine. UAVs are flowing there, are made in Iran. It cannot allow the Houthis to act, etc., etc. So I suggest to be very determined in what is it that we want to achieve.
We hope that he's not going to sign a deal with Iran. It's going to be a grave mistake. They will either lie to him or wait until the next president will be elected, and then they'll continue their race to become a nuclear power. This is the time for military action. Iran is in its weakest point ever.
What is your message to these mullahs in Iran?
Well, one way or the other, they are not going to be allowed to have a nuclear weapon. They're not going to be allowed to enrich uranium for civilian purposes as part of any agreement. And my view is that, obviously, trust but verify. And so from the standpoint of Iran, they are not trustworthy. They are not a nation that certainly has America's interest or Israel's interest at heart. And so we have to be cognizant of that as part of any negotiation. And we need to be prepared to act. From my vantage point, this is not Israel's fight alone. The United States has to stand shoulder to shoulder and ensure that Iran does not get a nuclear weapon, one way or the other.
6 presidents promised to move the embassy to Jerusalem. How many did it? 1, President Trump. Who did the Abraham Accords? President Trump. Who recognized the Golan Heights as a part of Israel? President Trump. Who one day is going to get sovereignty in Judea and Samaria? I guarantee you, President Trump. So any Jewish person that doesn't love President Trump is a moron.
President Trump is making good moves for the United States, and that's not at the expense of Israel. Okay, so moving forward with Saudi Arabia is a great thing. Moving forward, trying to push Iran or pull Iran towards the United States is a good thing. And away from China and Russia and Iran.
The stronger Israel is, the better off the diaspora is. And I think we must maintain the connection between us. I think we must engage in supporting each other, in volunteering aspects, in explaining what is Israel doing, and exposing the truth actually, because everybody, how many times have you heard the sentence saying, Israel has the right to defend itself? So many times. So what exactly does it mean? Can we say, please, guys, can we have our hostages back? Will it work this way? No, I don't think it's going to work that way. So reality is something that we must expose, and we can expose it together. And from the other side, Israel should support the diaspora all over the world, because we are the nation state of our people. So it's not only one-way street, it's dual traffic street.